What's up, guys? Welcome back to Fathead Dino, and today we will be reviewing the Fantastic Four Full Steps, Mr. Fantastic himself. Yeah. So Mr. Fantastic, one of the best Marvel characters ever, one of the smartest Marvel characters ever, and just overall one of the best. Of course, he's not the best member of the Fantastic Four. A lot of people probably say that's either Ben Grimm or, like, I don't know, Susan Storm. My personal favorite, Susan Storm. Now, she's not like my favorite, but like out of the main four members, she's probably the one I'm most interested in. But my favorite is Valeria. I think you can get some pretty cool things with her and Reed. Some pretty cool things with her and Victor Von Doom, which if you read comics, you would know Valeria is the daughter of Reed Richards and Sue Storm, and she is Victor Von Doom's goddaughter. Anyway, enough talking about comic books, which, if you're not reading One World Under Doom, I recommend you go check it out. That is such a good book. I cannot recommend it more enough. Anyway, stop talking about comics. Let's get to the MCU figures, things that the movie's based off of, based off of the comics, kind of iffy-ish. Anyway, this is the box is your cool New Yeek box that they've been giving us with the old Hasbro logo 4+, the Fantastic Four 4 Steps, side profile picture, and this is artwork of the characters. It's very cool. You see he has his little logo right here, his little stretchy hand. Number 4 at the top, so 4 marks the spot. Fantastic Four. Yeah. Okay, you guys see I'm really excited. I'm really excited to check out these bendy arms. Anyway, let's get this opened and get it out of the way. And there will be spoilers in this video if you haven't seen Fantastic Four 4 Steps. I saw that movie 4 times now in theaters, and yeah, it's such a great movie. Like, the Fantastic Four is great. No one can ever tell me different. And like, I think that movie overall was a pretty good movie. Most people liked it. Generally, what you say about Marvel right now, it was a good movie. Here he is, Mr. Fantastic himself. Let's get this guy out. Now, the likeness, the Pedro Pascal is great on this figure, but that's not what we're here for. I mean, we are here for that, but not right now. We're here to get the rest of the accessories out. I actually will be keeping these boxes then, because these boxes were pretty cool. And then, because like they did something special, most of the Marvel boxes are like garbage, but this time they did something special. And I think these hands have more like paint apps on them than like the Johnny Storm one. But yeah, as you see, more paint apps than the Johnny Storm. Anyway, let's get talking about the main figure right here, Mr. Fantastic. So, I actually bought the costume for this figure. It was like it cost me around like $200. It was worth every single penny though. But yeah, these costumes are great. I do think he probably should have had the white right around here. And as I will show you guys all when I do my Thing review, all these costumes are different. Like every single one of them are just different. They kind of all have the same format, but they're all different. I think the only thing that's reused might be the gloves. But all the boots are different too. It's great. Like it is very fun. And yeah, this costume shows out great on what we get in the movie. The only thing that is in the movie that we don't get here are like those little tiny dots that are painted in, which are on the movie. I do wish they would have just done the white right here, because it kind of matches with Ben Grimm and his then. But like Ben Grimm, they gave us the toy that has the shirtless look. So, it's what it is. Sideburns that are painted in gray. It looks nice. He got his mustache and then his beard, but his mustache is more pronounced than like his beard is, which is fun. So my thing's about to fall over. And then coming down to the arms, nice lines coming down. And then these hands are gorgeous. These gloves are gorgeous. Thing about this is gorgeous. The pants have nice wrinkles, and they added more wrinkles right here than it is. And they gave, anyway. And then the belt is glued on, which I actually do like. wrinkles all around, seam line right there, very nice. And this costume, like the toy, the costume I bought actually came with a zipper, which was really nice because I didn't have to take the whole entire thing off like I do with most of the Spider-Man costumes. So yeah. And this belt, I think, is no, it's just painted some stuff on. That should be silver, but yeah. And these watches aren't exactly how they look in the movie. Like the watches aren't like a big silver thing on them. If you watch the movie again, you'll see what I'm talking about. I've seen the movie 4 times, so I like to say I know what I'm talking about. Then these boots are nice. Painted in blue soles, which is very nice. These feet, like even these boots are very different from all of the other figures. Now it's time to get into some of his accessories. I'm gonna save the arms for after articulation, though. He comes with 2 fists, and these fists are more painted than Johnny Storm's fist. But the good thing is, since they're both male figures, they won't look weird. So you can put these on your Johnny Storm figure. Again, these just pop out like that. And these you can also put on your Johnny Storm figure because they're all different. Well, this one might be the same, but this one is more of a like grabbing out hand, and this one's more of, like, they're both kind of just generic relaxed hands, but you know, they're a bit different than the one that Johnny Storm gave us, so you can put them like you can swap them in and out, which is fun. And they all have the hinge at the thing. Anyway, so for articulation, he can look up that much, which is good. You want Mr. Fantastic to be able to look up into the sky. He can look down that much. That is very good. He can bend back a good amount. Forward, not so much. Arms come the whole way out. Swivel right there. Double elbow. As you see, that is a very good double elbow. Pinless too, which is nice. But it does leave a pretty big gap there, which is fine. And I've noticed sometimes the bottom elbows are a bit hard to like maneuver. Like I have to put more pressure on them, but you know, it's what it is, what it is. And there's a swivel right there. Mine on this figure is a bit loose, but it's almost like there's like a ratcheting happening right there, which is weird. Come out that much, which is not a lot, but hey. Kick to the side, decent amount. Swivel, double knee, which is not, he definitely has the weakest double knee, I think, but pinless, which is good. No boot swivel, which makes no sense because I think these are separate pegs, but hey, I'm sure it had something to do with like money or so. And then, you know, ankle pivot right there. Okay. And just one thing I wanted to point out, all the falls on the figure are nicely printed on. I thought that was going to be the biggest problem with these figures. It's not. So as you guys know, he comes with these swappable, great, big-ass arms. So let me just pop these arms off. As you see, they pop off. And before we get to that, I want to do a review of these arms first. So as you see, they're basically just the other arms, just stretched out a bit. Like they have the little ring right there, and the silver thing is painted on this one, and these hands are not like removable. I think they probably could have just made them a bit longer, you know, because this is hard plastic, this is the rubber. They could have made it just a bit longer and made a hard plastic right here to take off the hands, but I'm sure I had to do with money. Now the paint on these is pretty good. There is some chipping on mine already. You can see like the white right there. Maybe over time that will happen just naturally, and there is some like weird, there's a white speck right there. That's again just paint chipping, but these just plug in as so nice and smoothly. And as you see, we have these arms, and these are the first time we got Fantastic Four figures by Hasbro, which is very cool. But it's also the first time they gave us like these cool arms. We got like a little tiny arm kind of in that like Walgreens exclusive stuff. I didn't get those. I wasn't collecting Marvel Legends at that time. Also, I was like that was like, what, 10 years ago? I would have been like 11, 12? No, wait. I don't know. I was around like 10 to 12. Anyway, like in that kind of area. But yeah, these are fun. And they do have bendy wire in them, as we see from like the Hasbro, Mattel toy line with the Hammond collection stuff. So you can definitely get some pretty cool poses with them. Like, and like there is a little seam right there. It's kind of noticeable, but not much. But you know, you can get like, I don't know, maybe if we have them in like oh, right there, it's like almost about to come out. That's weird. I don't like that. But you know, maybe you can get him like, maybe we can like pose him up like, I don't know, like he's reaching out to get something. Like this would just be fun to like do toy photography of them just like hanging out on like a couch, and he just has like his arms around all of them, you know, like a family. I think that could be pretty cool. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and comment if you want to. My goal is 300 subscribers before the end of the year, and if we do that, I would do a giveaway. It could be of these figures, could be a Jurassic World figure if you like Jurassic World stuff. Just let me know once we hit 300 subscribers. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do buy this figure, just remember to watch out for these. These are kind of scaring me. Anyway, guys, enjoyed this view. God bless you all. Peace and have a great day. Goodbye.